Hello, you guys, and welcome to the Woman's Cave.
Yes, I'm back in the game in a
You know what?
big way. Oh, wait, never mind. I take it back. We got champagne out
This
today.
champagne is fabulous. It's fabulous. Now I'm going to go out to the second little refrigerator I have and take the bottles out so you don't even have cold champagne. Steal! Don't steal from me.
Laying it down. Laying it down.
Celebrating. I'm Jay, though.
Oh, that's Amanda. Yes, good job.
Yes, good job, right?
You said I did it right.
We did, but also, I'm just thinking about how I'm going to have cold champagne.
Oh, Shasta, I'm past it now.
You're not past it. Watch. 5 o'clock this afternoon, she's gonna be on Instagram or something talking about, look at Tree drinking your champagne and I don't have it. I'm like, be nice.
That's true. I should have been nice. I take it all back. Did you want to say Women's Cave?
No, you can't take it back now. It's done.
Okay, books. We wrote books.
Okay, no, you're supposed to be professional. What is it? We wrote Literary Life Guide with Pop Poetry, a.k.a. our books. Bam. I am doing the thing today. Champagne makes me focus.
All right.
No, I'm not an alcoholic, y'all. Just in case you want to.
No, there's no judgment here.
Thank you for not judging me. I wonderful guest is judging. Thank you. So let's talk about these books that we wrote. So we wrote And I Thought Divorce Was Bad with Other Life Lessons, available on Audible.com and BarnesandNobles.com. And I thought, and Amazon. So wow. And then after Trouble was easy. It's not, y'all. It's really not. Adulting is hard.
Adulting is hard.
It is.
And then we have the Misfit Guides, which is somewhere over there.
No, it's not.
Oh,
it's not. You didn't put up the book today. Hold on, wait.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Fan them out. Here we go. Texture. Here we go.
There we go. All right, so the Misfit Guys, the fastest way to leave crooked friends. And yes, if you're mad about that title, take it up with my father.
Yeah, he gave it to us.
He gave it to us. All right, and then we have If Only I Were Me, our new book available on BarnesandNobles.com. And
I am the author of the Widow's Debt series and Foreign Coffee, which is also an audiobook. We are the co-founders
the
of
25 hottest indie authors, artists, and advocate magazine, 196 pages. And yes, we know it's $7.50, but are you tired of being tired and bored? Check that magazine out. It'll be a good $7.50 that you spend.
But you're not here to hear about us.
Oh, wait. First, you got to say everything that you're doing on www.ambulance.com. Now.
You're not here to hear about us. Wonderful guest, would you like to introduce yourself?
Thank you, ladies. Jay, Winona. My name is Babyllon with 2 L's, one for love and one for light. And I'm here to chat with you for a little bit. It wasn't that difficult to find, and I thought, et cetera, books and the transcripts that they have on Amazon and BarnesandNoble.com kind of sum up and let you know what the book is about. And I want to say, what you guys have produced is pretty good. I'm still waiting on my stimulus check, but I think that $10 might be going towards something inspirational like this.
So, thank you so much.
First of all, it's the first time we've had a guest that did that kind of homework.
Yeah, I know.
I feel so really unprepared now.
I'm done.
Like my triple A game, like I put kind of my A game today. Oh, now I feel.
Okay. Once again, not here to talk about us. We should probably switch back to talk about her. She did her homework.
I know. So you said Babyllon was 2 L's. Like,
why not love? Why'd you pick light?
Why love and light?
Okay, so I used to I used to perform under my own name. I make like sultry rock and roll, like 70s vibe, like Amy Winehouse and Led Zeppelin mixed with like Earth, Wind and Fire, like funky, smooth, then kind of crazy sometimes. But I used to perform under my name. A, no one would be able to say my name, and then B, Babyllon. There's, that Brooklyn radio station, Sundays on Babyllon. My friends were like, dude, you make this music that connects you to all these different people because you don't see color, you don't see anything that's wrong with anybody. Why don't you just start going as Babyllon? And I love the fact that everybody in the town of Babel did not communicate until they started communicating through music. So I started kind of adding a little bit to it. Of course, the 2 letters, 2 L's are, a little bit of a branding, marketing thing because you can't really find Babyllon an artist without going through the history of everything, but love and light, because we have to do that. We have to create that in order to connect together, and that's where it's at.
Wow. Okay, I got a follow-up question, but first I'm going to be nice because I want my champagne, Jade.
You want cold champagne? You can have hot champagne, warm champagne.
Oh, we got some dogs.
Oh, absolutely. That's how it goes.
Are they cute? Cute
Little
dogs?
pups.
I love cute dogs.
Little pups.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Grocery shopping, quarantine shopping.
Yes, yes.
You see how we're easily distracted?
Yeah,
Totally cool. I'm totally cool with it.
We're coming back. I had a question, right?
Yeah,
yes, I had a question. Shoot, what was it?
I don't know. You think about warm champagne.
Oh, no. Okay, no. It was, how do you know when you have the right mixture of the earth, like the R&B type with the folksy and a little more grit? I mean, like when you listen to your music, it feels like you're listening to everything in one song.
Yes.
Thank you for that.
But it's not too much.
So much. Thank you for that so much. I think Winona might be tired of hearing your song because, repeat like several times.
I'm cool. Thank you. No, I think that, honestly, I don't know. As a kid, I had so much different influence. Like, as before 5, I am from Russia, so like listened to a lot of classical, Michael Jackson, Earth, Wind and Fire. Didn't even understand the words because I didn't understand the language. Then we moved here and I started playing like in a brass band, so I got more into like the funk jazz scene. And then I started playing guitar and I went into like folky, kind of gritty, then Jimi Hendrix, Stevie Ray Vaughan, 1950s blues, 1920s blues, 1940s blues, Billie Holiday, women singers, women empowerment, soul, like. So then when I started hearing like Amy Winehouse, by the time I was a teenager, I was like, wow, like, she's embodying like this whole thing, and she's got a little pop to it. I mean, it's super modern, but honestly, I don't know when I have a good mix. I have to abandon it. Art is never finished. It is simply abandoned. Albert Einstein or Buddha or somebody special said that, but that's kind of how I keep it. It just comes into my head, and I wake up in the middle of the night, and I'm weird and crazy. Hi. Champagne.
No,
I would love champagne.
I mean, what? Yeah.
Dude, okay, you have to stop this. I was like, you just said champagne. I was like, what? Where? Oh, never mind.
In my glass, but you can't.
It's gone now.
I know. Yeah.
Okay, I'm back. We're back. We're back.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's abandoned but never finished. I'm a narcissist. I have something to say about that.
Of course you does.
I feel my art is finished. When I'm done, it's done.
I mean,
good or bad, it's done.
Oh my goodness, it's so funny. So I do her edit, so she'll send it to the editor, and she's like, oh no, it was perfect, and so I do her edit.
No, it's perfect. You have to get it, come back to it, perfect it, but let it breathe a little on its own so that it finds itself.
And then you said in the middle of the night. I totally agree with that. Like in the middle of the night, you wake slam up and you're like, I need to do this.
Yeah.
So
back to that.
So what are the best songs or the best rhythms that you came up with in the middle of the night?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh man, I mean, Heart Attacks and Southern Roses was like a 16-song thing, and then I tore those 16 songs apart and made them into 9 by all the best parts. If that makes sense.
No. I was right before we got on. I was listening to it again. Yeah. Heart Attacks and Roses. That is right. I did say it right. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm looking for the iPad. Like, no, let me look at that again. So I was listening to it again, and I was like, oh my goodness, it hits like the melody lightness. Yeah, but then you got that soul, and you're like, it feels like a little Leon Bridges in there. Okay, I'm leaving this alone.
Oh, Leon, woo! I'm gonna run with that for like 2 weeks. The ladies call me Leon Bridges, okay? I need to be on your show.
I was in there and I was like, see, this is why. I was obsessed, a bit obsessed for a week, so just don't mind it.
Okay, so we should probably talk about inspirational. How did you get started, professionally? Because we know how you got started as, curiosity-wise, but professionally.
Professionally. Well, So I started playing the guitar in junior high. I wasn't allowed to take a course, so I went through this lengthy process in a matter of like 2 days by convincing a professor to ask me if he could do a beginner intermediate course because my counselor told me I couldn't take it. So then I looked through the rules and regulations and found out that you can start your own course as long as it's board approved. So I got like 13 kids to let me, say that they was going to pay for like a $15 book and have a guitar. And then the guitar teacher said he would do it on his time off and blah, blah, blah. And it got put through the board. So now it's like a course you can take. But professionally, to me, that's like professional. I've been obsessed with it ever since I put my hands on it. But professionally, I started, I think it was when I was hired for like a 3-hour gig. And, I was like, oh, okay, like I can dangle around for like 3 hours. And then I realized like I was either playing like 4 of my sets over and over again. About like two to 3 sets in, I was only in like an hour and a half, and I was like, this is wild. Must have been 17 at that point. And I was like, I don't really know if I want to play like covers and like do this as a thing where I need to learn a lot of material, not knocking down wedding bands or people who do covers and masterfully make them come into fruition. I'm not saying that at all. I think people who can learn someone else's material and deliver it are amazing. I just at that point was just sat down and was like, okay, well, I need to like, what are the top 5 things that I need to do? Okay, so I got booked for this little bar gig. They gave me $100 for 3 hours. By the time I was done with that gig, my calluses were like popping out of my hand and my, you know what I mean? Like you realize how much you have to put into it. So I just researched what I needed to do. I was like, okay, you need like branding and you need like marketing. And I was still playing acoustic guitar, but I was like, okay, I need some photos. I need to have like 75-word thing, bio. I don't even know what a bio is. I didn't know what the bio was, like a biography, like for like a whole year and a half. I was like, yeah, my bio. It's not my biography. You know what I mean? But it's just like about 16 or 17 is when I realized I wanted to really put effort into it. And I just kept playing. Back then I was like doing a lot of like tribal earth things. Mountains, like, but then I was like, I also can sing about like love being a mountain. So that's kind of the incorporation with a lot of those things that I do now.
So you have that nice poetry soul.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
I feel like I was like talking to a fellow poet. Yes, I did.
No, I feel like she's doing better than we did.
She doesn't like pop poetry. We like pop poetry, okay?
And I thoroughly enjoy it. So, okay, do you have any questions?
Go ahead.
So I have to do the whole like mainstream normal question of so when you get your Grammy, what are you wearing?
Ooh. Are you ready for this outfit?
Yeah.
I don't know if you're ready for this outfit. Okay. All right. Okay. All right.
I'm scared for that.
Okay. Purple snake skin, low top, skinny British boots, black skinny slacks. Then we're going to have a crisp white t-shirt with something very magical branded on the inside of it with white print. Okay. Satin jacket with like the color changing tetracolored Moses type of thing going on. And maybe we'll figure something out with the hair. Oh, I'm ready for it. I've thought about this.
Oh, yeah, she has.
I was like, yeah, she's ready.
I'm loving it.
She's ready. I was like, that.
I might even throw some spurs on it. I don't know. Could be a Changly kind of day.
You have to do the spurs.
I think I might. I kind of want everybody to hear the clanking of the up the stairs, Babyllon.
Absolutely. And you're going to break the internet with that outfit.
I know, because it's kind of ridiculous.
Right, and then you're going to have spurs. It's going to be broken. Like, they'll be like, viral video of Babyllon.
Like, I knew her. She came on my show and thought my poetry was okay. It was amazing. It was my third day.
No, it's going to be amazing. We're all going to prosper together. We're going to stay connected. It's going to be awesome.
Well, we're all going to stay connected, definitely.
I love it.
Because, I mean, If the board approves it, we'll probably put you in our magazine next year.
Ooh, really?
Yeah, but like, so we founded it and we kind of own it, but our board tells us what to do. All we can do is like strongly suggest.
Okay, that's fine. It's
and
okay.
Like sometimes we strongly suggest and they be like, no. What? Wait, but it's my magazine. No. Okay, you're right.
Okay,
sure.
That's all right. That's all right. Time will tell. Time will tell.
You'll probably get it.
I mean, you'll probably get it, but I mean, still.
Because you know how we said authors, artists, and advocates? So we normally have advocates and we normally have authors. Right there in that artist section.
It's like little,
two people.
Little weak right there. Yeah. Little weak.
So that should be fun. Okay, anyway, let's start talking about us and your future of being in our magazine, possibly.
Yeah,
Okay. And no, we don't send out a person to do your photo shoot. You have to provide your own. Sorry.
That's fine. That's fine. I can pick up all that.
That's what happens.
I'm all right with that.
Let's do the last question because I'm pretty sure we're over time because we got distracted several times. What's coming up next, and where can people find you on the internet and your music?
All right. Okay, so I did release a quarantine recorded single made solely in a bathroom, which was fun because I played the drums with like a box and just played my hands on it and like played it with like sticks and all this other stuff. Whoa, my hair looks wild. It's fine. So anybody can find me on Listen to Babyllon, and Babyllon being Babyllon, but all this stuff is everywhere. That's the website, listentobabyllon.com. There's, Instagram, Listen to Babyllon. There's the Facebook listen, but it's all everywhere. Spotify, iTunes, Tidal, YouTube, everywhere. I have a podcast. I help musicians kind of understand, like I talk about real life experiences that I've had. It's called Power Bush Radio because I feel like every girl is a power bush, okay? And we need to remember that, okay? So I just talk about like, oh, this is what happened when I was learning how to mic my own guitar. Here's just a couple options, blah, blah, blah. Not very technical stuff, but very like, if you have $10 and you want to figure out how to do something, I'll just tell you the experience and stuff like that. But I really love talking to y'all. Like, ladies, you guys are great. Like, I love it. I love what you're doing. I'm going to try and get my hands on one of those poetry books as soon as the stimulus check comes in, because we need to educate ourselves with this money, and we need to stay empowered and connected and uplift each other, and that's it.
Thank you so much for coming on.
I feel like she inspired us.
Yeah, I know. I feel inspired. Like, I'm like, okay, maybe we really do need to write that second book, whatever that title is.
Okay, Tammy's trying to get me to write a second book to If Only I Were Me. And I was like,
she told it was going to be like our single book, and then she was like, no, we're just going to have a single one. But I'm like, I feel like If Only I Were Me needs to be a series.
I mean, why not make it a series if there's more to it? If the art is crawling out of you, you must release it. You must.
Oh.
You
okay,
must.
So we probably shouldn't go into this, but, if we're going to keep talking, I'm going to ask another question.
I know you are, so we're going to, why not?
Just a tidbit.
You know what, it's quarantine, darn it.
Okay, so If Only I Were Me, the first book, was because people were saying that we were at a certain place. Like, you think we're awesome, and we think we're not.
And we were like, and at that moment when we wrote it, you were like, dude, we are not the people they think we are. Like, I mean, they're like, you're awesome, and you're great, blah, blah, blah. And we're like, yeah, we're just okay. And sometimes we pick up a pen and a piece of paper and write stuff down, and then people happen to buy it, which is great. But we're not those people that think we are. And then by the end of the book, it's all right.
New York.
You know what?
You know. Stop it.
So it was one of those moments where we said, and by the time we ended up finishing the book, we said, oh my goodness, maybe we are those people. We just didn't know. So we went on like our own journey of self-discovery in a book.
I think that like you can only really do that once.
But so, you are.
Do you say your music does the same thing for you with
Of
self-discovery?
course. So Whiskey Lover is a rendition of a different song that I had called Liquor and Wine. And I took it. It was mine. It was about something, but I always felt internally that it was a little bit different. So I took it I remade it into what it is now, which was its final Phoenix stage, as I believe. So something that you possibly missed. I mean, if you want to do another part of your book, there must be something that the universe is telling you to channel to other people, because maybe it's something you missed, or maybe something you're elaborating on, because that reader that's going to read it is maybe the second book is the thing that they're looking for now. Birth the baby, girl. Just do it.
I'm not wrong. I was like, we need to do this. And she's like, I was like, this is going to be our only time. I was like, I feel like if only I were me, we could be like part 2.
Okay, first of all, I love the title for your first one of whiskey, of wine and liquor. That was right?
Liquor and wine.
Yeah. Wine, yeah.
Because, we do that all the time.
Yeah. So we have a book, cocktail book, and it's pretty much about liquor and wine.
All the time
mixed together. Shake kindly and yeah, so I'm in love with this. So I'm
kind of like my champagne. It never looks like the right color. And I was like, why is your champagne not the right color? Because I put Grand Marnier in it. Okay, so I'm sorry.
You have to mix it up.
Okay.
You have to add juice to make it seem like you're not just drinking all day.
Exactly.
It's fine. No one should judge anybody right now. We're in quarantine. I mean, really.
No, I mean, it's Saturday, though, and I'm home. And
it is Saturday.
Like with cake flour in it. So I feel like I deserved my liquor.
All right. Okay. So we have to go back,
time.
and you tell us one more time we can find that information. So this time we will for real. Oh, no, I lied. One more question. What are 3 challenges that you think for people who are coming into the business? They see you, they hear your music, and they're like, this is what I want to do with my life. Who will you tell them, like, the 3 things that they definitely need to know?
Okay. Actually, some of the things that I talk about in my podcast. I think that personal, like, first challenge is thinking that you don't know what you're doing because of so many different suggestions. Quiet the noise. Do what you need to do. It will unravel itself and change and mold into whatever it needs to be naturally the more you connect with it. Second challenge. Women feel like they need to be flashy and over feministic. If they are not that way personally, it doesn't have to be a challenge. You can be any kind of woman that you want, any kind of artist that you want, any kind of musician, poet, artist. Okay, neighbors, New York. Third challenge is thinking that you need a gatekeeper in order to give you the recognition that you deserve. If you act like and think like you already get the recognition you deserve, you will find a way to get there. Whether it's social media, quote unquote ticks that I call cryptocurrencies, social currencies, whether it's thinking that you need a certain kind of equipment to to make something sound good. You don't need any of these things. It's lovely when you have the opportunity to have someone sponsor you or what may have you, but personally, maybe that's not your particular journey. So yeah, self-fear is, a challenge that people just don't need to think. That you don't think that you are doing what you're supposed to be doing. You're doing what you're supposed to be doing. Second, thinking that you should look like someone. You don't need to think that you should look like someone. And third, thinking that you need someone else in order to do it. You don't need someone else in order to do it. They will find you. They will make you an offer. You will continue. You will get there whenever you need to get there.
I'm going to say, for everyone listening to that also applies to us with the authors over here.
Because literally a lot of people, we are self-published, and they're like, oh, I need a gatekeeper. No, you need a body of work. That's what you need.
Right.
You need a body of work, and you need to get out there and just tell yourself, like, you're going to do this thing.
Yeah, so, absolutely. Birth the baby. Birth the creative baby.
Absolutely.
It's a process.
I know, right? Thank you so much for coming on. I want you to tell people one more time where they can check you out, because check out the stuff on the internet, because we totally talked over it.
Okay, yeah, okay. Babyllon, Babyllon on Spotify, iTunes, Tidal, YouTube, anywhere, Pandora, everywhere. Babyllon. Just Google it, and it will take you there.
All right, thank you so much for coming on the show. We really appreciate it. And you can find out everything your ladies are doing on www.andwethought.com. wisdom.com. While you're there, take a moment to go to the ladies page, go to the middle of the page, and see the charities that we proudly support. Yes, we know that times are hard and money is tight, so maybe you don't have money to give them. That's okay. Give them time. Give them some, like another gift, like something else. You
should also
knowledge.
Yes, I was about to say knowledge.
Knowledge.
Because we do a conference, we do a roundtable with them once a year, and they always have questions.
And they have questions, and then people reach out to them and give them the knowledge they need. So it doesn't absolutely have to be about money. It can be about what's already in your head. So thank you so much for doing that in advance. We really appreciate it. And just remember that wisdom is all around you if
you're open to finding it and accepting it. So peace and love, you guys, from Winona
and Jade. Bye-bye.